I'm not going to be able to do this justice, but I'm going to do my best. I recommend watching this movie. I'm Auckland. If you enjoy my content, please hit the subscribe button, like button also. Share with friends if you don't mind. Also, please comment, ask me a question, or comment in general. I do my best to answer them. Also, if you don't mind, hit the notification bell down below and you will be notified when I go live or upload another video. And if you want to become a fan of me, Auckland, then subscribe to the channel and you will become a fan. I hope so. Wonder Woman 1984. Is it good? Been hearing a lot of stuff about it, saying, it's not as good as the first one. It's not really all that good. This is my opinion on it. The first one is fantastic, but how about this one? I took my notes, 10 pages worth, full of spoilers. I'm not spoiling every single detail. Highly recommend watching this movie. Okay, the movie starts off with young Diana, Wonder Woman, is going through a obstacle course on her Amazon island. I forgot what it's called. Or Amazon world. Riding, she's like diving, going through obstacles and stuff. Also riding on a horse, shooting arrows through these round, circle-like objects. And then when the arrow goes through it, a flash of smoke of some kind of color would come through, and Diana's color was blue. Other Amazons were also competing in this obstacle course thing, however you want to call it, except when their arrows went through this circle object, their smoke was different colors. Let's see. Diana got knocked off of her horse and went a different path to get through the obstacle course. She was in the lead, but no longer was. And every time their arrows go through that circular object and the smoke gets released, I guess that's basically what you can say. These Amazons were standing on this cliff thing, I guess, and they had these ribbons or cloth things, and they matched the colors of the smokes. And as the arrows went through for that person, that cloth would go longer, and it was like, so Wonder Woman, Diana, was in the lead, but she missed some circle objects with her arrows because she went on a different path. She practically pretty much cheated, because she got knocked off of her horse. I feel like she got kind of cocky because she was always looking behind her at the other Amazons, and then she got knocked off the horse. But towards the end of the obstacle, she had to throw a spear through this hoop type object, and her mother picked her up, stopped her from throwing it, because if she would have threw it, she would have won, and she would have cheated and won by cheating. And her mother was saying that's not how you're supposed to win. That's not how you're supposed to be a hero. It's by cheating. You don't do that. So, alright, now we're in the present time, practically. Wonder Woman is now older, and now she is Wonder Woman officially, but she still is Diana, of course. She's in a mall in 1984, and she's stopping thieves, using her headband as a boomerang, and also her lasso of truth, of course. Later, a character by the name of Barbara shows up, and she is very clumsy, dropping her suitcase full of papers everywhere. At first, I thought, okay, she's doing this on purpose, But no, she was actually clumsy. Um, and she's like into not really um archaeologist or something like that, but she's into stuff like artifacts. I'm not sure what you call that. Um, but she studies the artifacts and all that. And they're all working at this office type building. I guess it's kind of like a museum, pretty much. And Wonder Woman, Diana, she really misses Steve. And if you saw the first movie, Steve died. And, yeah, played by Chris Pine. And of course, if you saw the trailers for this movie, Chris Pine is back as Steve. Barbara gets attacked by a man, and Wonder Woman has to save her. You know, Barbara has been helping homeless people because she's been helping this guy. I think he was laying out on a bench or something like that, and she helped him out a whole lot. But Barbara got attacked by this man. Wonder Woman saved her, and Barbara had this artifact, and she wishes on it to be like Diana. Barbara hasn't been noticed by people at all, but now she is beginning to be noticed now. She wears glasses and everything. You know, she's the geeky, nerdy type of character. Nothing wrong with that, but that's just who she is. But as now she's being noticed, she's changing her clothing a little bit, changing her style. A man named Maxwell Lord is famous on television, helps Barbara out with the artifacts, and seems to take interest in her, like a love interest. Seems to be. Wonder Woman gets introduced to him from Barbara. Barbara buys a dress and really changes. I mean, she really looks different now. Max uses Barbara and steals the artifact that she had wished upon. Wonder Woman meets up with this man. At some kind of party. And this man's face was like different at first. And it was like he said, I wish that we had more time. And Wonder Woman said, why did you say that for? You don't know me. The man gave her a watch in her hand, and he said, I can save today. I can save today, and you can save the world. Then his face had changed into Steve's face. Steve was practically back from the dead, but in another person's body. Very interesting. There was a point in time where, you know, Wonder Woman asked Steve about what he remembered. Steve doesn't remember much, but is now amazed about how the world has really changed now in cultural and society, clothing, and everything. He looked in a reflection, and Steve sees the man's face that he's taken over. He's taken over this guy's body, and he sees that man's face in the reflection. But Wonder Woman sees Steve's face. Max wished upon the artifact for him to become you, for him to become the artifact itself. Because he stole the artifact from Barbara. So, some weird stuff happens in this movie a little bit. Barbara wakes up, and she is now strong. pulls the refrigerator door right off and can pick up heavy weights at the gym. I mean, some heavy stuff. Wonder Woman and Steve were in bed and they didn't want to ever leave. But Wonder Woman wants and needs to find out how her boyfriend is back. But in another man's body, as I mentioned before. Wonder Woman believes the artifact has something to do with this. Steve tries on different types of clothing, modern time clothing in 1984. It was pretty funny. He tried on a fanny pack. He tried on, I can't think of it right now, parachute pants. It was, it was funny saying. Let's see. Showed him. Oh, Wonder Woman wanted to show Steve around town. Showed him street dancing and art pieces outside. He thought the trash can was an art piece. He was like standing back, looking at it, trying to figure out what kind of art piece is this. But Wonder Woman told him that it's a trash can. I was messed up. Barbara is becoming very popular now, having meetings with groups of people and talking about the artifacts at the museum. She normally needed glasses to read with or to basically do anything with, but now she no longer needs them. Wonder Woman and Steve go visit Barbara and ask her about the artifact. Max has it, Barbara said. Wonder Woman believes the artifact was created by the gods, a powerful object. Her and Steve chose a jet to pilot, and Steve is very excited about it. He loves to pilot planes. Wonder Woman was taught from the Amazons how to make objects invisible, and she uses that to turn the jet invisible. So Wonder Woman gets her invisible jet in the movie. That was really awesome that they did that. Let's see. Barbara is running and she meets back up with the man that had attacked her, and she gets revenge on him. She kicks him multiple times, almost practically killing him, but not quite. But the man that Barbara was helping out, laying down on the bench, he interrupts it. So practically, he saved this man from being killed. Let's see. Barbara ran off after that. Max can grant wishes now because he is the artifact now. In an action scene, Wonder Woman used her lasso of truth to ride a missile to rescue a few kids off the road. It was an awesome action scene. It was outside. There's a bunch of kind of like tanks, kind of a little bit. It was an awesome scene. Wonder Woman. Let's see. Max is slowly controlling the world by controlling people. Wonder Woman and Steve and Barbara were all discussing about Max. I think somebody else was there too. They were in some kind of room, and they were discussing about what they need to do. Wonder Woman has come to realize that Max may have to be destroyed in order to stop everything. And when that happens, all wishes that were made will be reversed. Barbara didn't want to hear Max has to be maybe destroyed, so she left. Wonder Woman wants Steve in her life always. She wants to stop Max, but not destroy him. In another action scene, Wonder Woman and Steve are trying to stop Max. They are both thrown backwards, and it was from Barbara. Barbara and Wonder Woman fight each other. Awesome fight. Wonder Woman got beat up pretty badly. Steve wants to let go, and Wonder Woman did not want to say goodbye. And he said that you don't have to, because I'm already gone. It was very, very sad. So she left him. This happened in the street corner. So she left him. She ran fast down the street, used her lasso to ride a plane. Wonder Woman learned how to fly, kind of, sort of, with something that Steve had told her sometime point in the movie. I don't remember exactly where. I don't want to tell all the details of this movie. I want y'all to watch this as well. Barbara wants to be more like anything else. She wants to be like an animal, practically. Let's see, and she told Max this on a plane. Max gets himself broadcasted on a camera across the world, practically, or just in this city. He gets people to make wishes for what they want, and he begins to grant them. And before any of all this, he has talked with the president, got the president to make a wish. Tons of other people's. He's just been causing problems for everybody. One woman showed up at this base, and she was wearing a golden armor with wings, and she had mentioned something about this armor, and it was worn by somebody. I can't pronounce the name. She told Steve all about it. Barbara showed up, and she was a cheetah now, so she was half woman, half cheetah, and her and Wonder Woman fought. Awesome fight scene. It was incredible. Max went completely insane. He was granting wishes because he had broadcasted himself. He was hearing people's wishes. He was granting them all. He was calling himself not really God, but he was like saying, this world is mine. And Wonder Woman was trying to get him to renounce his wish. And she was trying to do the same thing with Cheetah when she was fighting her. And she would not renounce her wish. She wanted to stay as a cheetah. She wanted to have those powers and all that. So Max wouldn't renounce. And she tried to stop him the best she could with her lasso. And she could not get the lasso to wrap around him. He went from broadcasting himself into some kind of device in the center of this room. It had light beaming out of it. He was inside of it, had his arms up in the sky. He was like, he was literally insane during this scene. And he just could not be stopped. But there was people out there wishing for him to be stopped. And this was the only way that he could be stopped, because Wonder Woman could not do it on her own. And finally, Max was the one that had to renounce his wish. And he finally did. His son has been trying to make him be a good person throughout the whole movie, giving him good advice. He just wants to be with his father. And Max really hears him during this scene. And Max renounces his wish. And he loses the ability of being the artifact, being able to grant wishes. All that's gone now. And he meets up with his son outside. So all the wishes got reversed. Everything. So Steve is gone now. Barbara is no longer a cheetah. Everything has been reversed. And the guy that Steve had taken over, he had taken over another person's body. Wonder Woman was able to talk with that man that Steve had taken over. And they had a conversation. And then the movie itself ended with Wonder Woman flying through the air. But there was an extra scene, of course. And it was of Linda Carter herself, the original Wonder Woman. She was playing as the character who was the original owner of the golden armor suit with the golden wings. I don't remember what the name of the character was. Started with an M. And so Linda Carter in this scene was helping a crowd out. This pole fell over, and she caught the pole. And she turned around, and then it was revealed that it was her. So that was very, very cool. But yeah, I highly recommend this movie. It was good. At first, I was thinking, you know what? I believe the first one is much better. And the first one is fantastic. But there was moments in this movie, it was really, really good. And a third one is happening as well, so it's awesome. So yes, this movie was good. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. I did my best. Go watch this movie. Alright, thank you so much. Alright.